my name is Cassie Millhouse, and I'm an American living in Singapore. I've been in Singapore for about 10 years, and I am the president of the VR AR Association. So what we do is we help companies that are in immersive technology grow, learn, and share. I also work as a marketing innovation specialist for brands, publications, to help them understand the technology, where it's going, and how they can implement it. I come from a nonlinear background. So I used to be a gymnastics coach, turned into startup founder, and worked with startups for quite a while. So I am also a Seed Stars mentor, mentoring startups that are in the emerging markets here in Southeast Asia. I'm also on the AR VR panel by Facebook. I do quite a bit in the VR space too, so both professionally and personally. So in some verticals like construction, in the semiconductor industry, and shipping, which is very popular, are one of the main industries here in Singapore, we're seeing a huge uptake in immersive technology. Because we need a way to do remote assistance for people that are on the job. We can't send like 10 people out there going to fix something. Now we can only maybe send one person. And the ability for these people to use technology in order to identify where some of the inconsistencies are, whether it's something that's broken or something that has a gas leak, they'll be able to identify that with the digital layer, assisting them how to fix that, if they can do it on the job, or how to identify that and notify the team exactly where that is. So within those industries, that has been an uptake. We also see a huge uptake in the augmented reality for social. This is something that has been building up for about 3 years. But with the inability to go out and go shopping, we saw a lot of people moving to e-commerce, moving to purchasing online. So then a lot of the brands had to start to rethink, okay, now we need to start doing things that are completely 100% online to engage our customers, to keep them engaged, and to help them follow down through the marketing funnel. So you've seen maybe you've been around and you've seen lots of different face filters coming up on Instagram and Facebook. A lot of times those are branded filters, rather than just being a single creator that's just creating it for fun. So we're seeing this new emergence of essentially a brand new industry of the creators that actually built it. Then we also have that intersection of the technology pulling that together, and then also brand new agencies that are specifically focused on building for augmented reality. On the virtual reality side, we see complete pull in from what used to be a physical space now is turning 100% into a virtual space. So we have seen Burning Man completely go online, using virtual reality, using content that was created in prior Burning Mans, and now people are able to go back in time and see and experience Burning Man. We have the Cannes Festival. All of their content is on virtual reality right now. We have also seen The Weeknd. We have seen a John Legend concert 100% in virtual reality, where people could attend the concert in virtual reality, and it was also streamed for a much larger audience, because we still have that barrier. Not everybody's going to want to put a big toaster on their face, nor are they going to want to spend $1,000 to $2,000 in order to have it. So we still have that barrier of the acceptance of adopting that technology, but we are starting to blur those lines with augmented reality, and it's a really exciting space to be in. I've seen there's a huge potential with augmented reality ads. There's already an augmented reality platform on Facebook. There's already one on TikTok. Not that many people are using it, or advertisers are using it. I see the future of publication. So, talk about like Vogue, or maybe even the New York Times. Right now, people are frustrated with the walls, the block walls to get you through to read everything, or being interrupted with a pop-up. Right now, there is the technology to be able to have an immersive experience inside of that publication. Now, that is really exciting to me, and I think that's going to be really exciting for the advertisers and also for the audience, where they won't feel like they're being pushed into doing something that they don't want to do, like watching an ad. But if they feel like it, they can actually experience augmented reality right in the website or the digital platform that they're on. So I think that's going to be one of the futures, one of the trends that's going to be happening. And we also see a lot of the remote working, the remote building together. So I've been testing around with one of the platforms where it does do remote work in virtual reality. As a user, it's still not quite there yet, but I believe that what we've seen this year by everybody working from home, there is this isolation that you feel, and getting on a video call isn't really going to pull people together as much as it would when you're sitting next to somebody. So whether that's having a pair of glasses on and you're working next to somebody that's like in a hologram, and you're able to talk with them and communicate with them, but yet still have your own little private portal of work, that could be something that's very interesting. And I'm excited to see that come to life. I come from a non-linear career path whatsoever. I was a gymnastics coach, and then I got into technology. The thing that I found that really helped me was to find the people that are maybe like 2 steps ahead of me and try to learn from them. For example, if you're trying to get like a role in a company and you really want that job, I would not connect with like the CEO or like the director or whatever. Connect with people that are maybe two positions ahead of that role that you're in, because those are the people that are going to be your superiors. They're going to be helping you, and eventually you'll be able to get into their space. So that's kind of what I did. I reached out to many people that were in different verticals and said like, hey, I really appreciate what you're doing. Would you like to meet up for coffee? I would like to ask you a few questions about where you are. So I made everything really specific on why I wanted to reach out with them or meet with them. And then I would only have like a few questions in mind and maybe some follow-ups. So that would be like my main key of advice. Like if you want to get into 3D design for virtual reality, you're not going to reach out to the CEO of a company that does it. You might want to reach out to the actual designers that are there working. It may be hard to find those people because I know a lot of those designers are not on LinkedIn, but rather on Twitter or on Instagram, but there's still like a community around there. The second piece of advice I would say is that you don't have to have it all figured out. Like for me, my career path has gone like this, zigzag. I used to work in virtual reality 3 years ago, and I realized, oh my God, I love it, but the startup wasn't going anywhere. So I veered a different way, and now I'm circling back into something. So a lot of times, a lot of people think they need to stick into one industry and go and go and go and go and go. But when you have this career path that taps into different industries, you are able to take the good things from one industry and match it with the industry you're in. And kind of that's where magic happened. So yeah, I think those are like the 2 main pieces of advice that I could give.